Tonight, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's the NFC Wildcard round on EA Sports. The Green Bay Packers taking on the New York Giants.
The playoffs are back at Lambeau, and the temps, well, they're where you would expect them in the frigid range. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the New York Giants and the Green Bay Packers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A huge play there right off the bat. 44 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
Packers 3, Giants nothing.
Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. It will be led out by the former Heisman Trophy winner back in 2016. Always a handful to contain, Lamar Jackson.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Second and 6.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
A first carry from a collegiate star here in Wisconsin. It's Jonathan Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. And now Jackson will look to throw it. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
To Jonathan Taylor.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Second and 5.
Now it's Jackson.
4-yard line.
Dancing to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin.
Yes, Jackson.
What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
They run on first down as they get about 3. Second and 7 forthcoming.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now a handoff looking right. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Isaiah Simmons.
And that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Jerome Baker there on the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
At the 20-yard line.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. The 30, 10,
they should have put a stamp on
touchdown, Giants. Mecole Hardman, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Giants have taken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
The point after is good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Packers 3. Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 now.
6-yard line.
And he's got it complete to Anderson. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game?
Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. They had a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Giants are able to grow their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite. But the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
From the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
At the 32-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards, good for a giant 1st down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Play action. Now Jackson sliding out of the pocket. This is Butler making the catch. And out of bounds right around the 20. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be 4th down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. These guys are going to advance in these playoffs. They're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Back to throw here. Looking sideline, incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flushed out right. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 23 yards on the tuck and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
He'll drop to throw. Yeah, quick throw here. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11th. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
What's the deal, guys?
Well, we knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
When you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
And to give this time to the tailback. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago.
On the pickup. It's now 3rd and 3.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Packers are back within a score. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. Taking it about the 1. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Throwing again. Jackson. Flush to his right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
12 more yards there and another first down. From the gun, Jackson. And he's taken down inside the 30. The first catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Operating from the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
He'll buy some time right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Packers first down.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The second of our 2 games here on this wildcard Saturday is at halftime. We'll get back to you two in just a second. But first, let's take a look ahead to Sunday's action in the NFC. A 3-6 battle that ought to be a good one, as it's going to be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, nothing settled in our wild card game. It's a tight one as we get ready for the 3rd quarter. Standing by to take you the rest of the way, let's get it back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, well, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little, kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
13 yards. First down, Giants.
They run with Taylor. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
The ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Now Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
First down, New York.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
15. First down, New York.
And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And 7.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23.
A 5-yard pickup. It's now 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Steps away to his left. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Being chased out, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
New York.
A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
Conversion.
Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
5-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at about the 31. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
They'll take over.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. It turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Midpoint after, right down the middle. And this is back to a 5-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And this carries into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position and throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
I think
he's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 32 on the play.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Defense.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
Green Bay Packer.
And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
1 quarter remains in this NFC Wildcard matchup. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on E. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 16-yard touchdown. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this wild card game has been as good as advertised. They trail by a field goal here in the 4th, with obviously a very critical drive forthcoming as they start with a first down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw again, Jackson. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it'll be second down. Throwing again. Jackson taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now Jackson on third down. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big third down pickup of 20 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Jonathan Taylor. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Giants are once again going to retake the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Butker now to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now back to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A throw over the middle taken in. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy on the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Packers! From 4 yards out. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. his second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And this wild card game, folks, it has been as good as advertised. They trail by a field goal here in the fourth, so they know they need at least 3 on this incredibly... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And out of bounds right around the 20. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 20-yard line.
They run once more with Taylor. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Escaping the pressure right. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
They'll look to run with Taylor. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. And we've got a timeout.
Short of the goal line.
9 seconds remaining. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Taylor. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin.